Hey there, this is Gio from Hitbox Gaming, and welcome to 5-Minute Review, where we will give all the information and feedback we have within just 5 minutes. In this video, we will review Batman Arkham Knight. The game was released on the 23rd of June 2015. It was well received by console players and sold a decent amount of copies that year. But it got a lot of criticism from PC players due to technical and performance issues upon release, and this resulted in players, including myself, to not play it that time due to hesitations that the gameplay experience might be horrible. But I got the game on sale recently, so I decided to give it a go and tell you guys about it. Since I already started with the performance issue topic, let me say now that throughout the game, I experienced no major issues with my PC that has a little more than the game's recommended specs. It seems that the developers were successful in fixing every major issue they had on the set of patches they released from the game's initial launch up until 2016. Though I rarely experienced frame rate drops on the first 10 seconds of the game after I loaded it. But aside from that, the experience was okay and no other performance issues bothered me. I loved a lot of things about the content of the game, starting with the story and how they executed every cutscenes and in-game triggers. One good example here is how they took advantage of Scarecrow being one of the main villains in the game by utilizing his fear-inducing abilities to make scenes look very thrilling and a little horrifying. There are times where you can control the camera as the scene goes on around you, and I think it's pretty cool. I don't want to spoil anything, but throughout the game there are a lot of cutscenes and lines that are really memorable to me, especially on scenes involving the villains. The main reason why I wanted to try this game is because of the story and how the Arkham Knight plays into it, and it did not disappoint me. I think it will also be satisfying enough for you out there who are looking for a good conclusion for the Arkham series. The gameplay, controls, and combat mechanics are technically the same, but it feels a little bit smoother than before. Though there are minor glitches sometimes, such as model shakes when fighting in tight spaces, and I personally think it's not that bad. There are of course hand-to-hand combat against multiple enemies where you can dodge and counter their attacks with great agility. The detective mode is still handy, and Batman still utilizes a lot of his useful gadgets in combat, and it's actually amazing how you can strategize to beat a group of armed enemies with a wide variety of approaches. Disable their gun, plant an explosive gel, fool people using your enemy's voice, go stealth, or go all out. If there is one thing that I can assure you, combat won't be boring at all. If you're into explosions and tank battles, the game also allows Batman to roam and fight while riding the Batmobile. There are many missions involving the Batmobile, though some fans think that they are too many. AR challenges are still included in the game for those who are looking for further challenges and test their own skills on fighting, stealth, avoiding enemy attacks, or even driving the Batmobile. The character design, environment, and the graphics are also good for a 2015 game. Famous Batman villains make their appearances in the game with awesome looks and are ready more than ever to defeat Batman. As you roam around the environment of Gotham trying to apprehend every one of these villains, there are also side missions you can take across the 3 main islands of Gotham. You can save hostages, destroy the enemy bases and weapons, and of course find a lot, and I mean a lot, of Riddler trophies. There are also additional DLC missions introducing Dr. Freeze, the League of Assassins, Mad Hatter, and the Killer Croc, which I think are quite short altogether, so if you are planning to get DLCs, I think it's gonna be worth it if you buy them in a bundle while they are on sale. But with DLCs or not, the side missions and the main game is more than satisfying. If you haven't tried the game yet, I highly suggest that you should, because you will surely enjoy this game, as we give it an S, as in surprisingly thrilling and exciting, batarang throwing superhero action, so Gotham bad guys better make a run for it. That's it for this review. We will be uploading more 5-minute reviews, so be sure to subscribe for more, and see you in the next one. Bye!